Okay, so the first thing that we're going to be working on is removing the shower doors because it's pretty filthy, as you can see. Alrighty then. So it just looks kind of nasty. And it's very hard to clean and maintain. So I decided that I'm just going to take out the shower doors and replace them with a shower rod. Right there, okay? So that should be much easier to do, much easier to use. And if I have an issue with the curtain, I can always just replace it, right? So I think it's probably fairly simple to do this, but I'm gonna remove all this. And then, yeah, I won't have any more issues with the dirty shower doors. So first thing you want to do is remove the doors and then remove the frames right here. Just like that. So that's the second one right there. So that's two doors out of the way. Now I'm just going to remove this upper frame right here. I already took out the screws. Right here. Oh, by the way, it may not come off because there's still some caulking, and you want to just use a blade to get rid of that caulking before you remove the frame. There you go, that's the top frame. Now I can remove the sides and the bottom frame. Once you remove all the screws on the frames, now you want to try to use a blade to try to get rid of the caulking on the sides. Then you can try to remove each of the frames. So you want to try to just use a blade and try to clean it up right here. After you're done with the blade, and you can try to start prying open this frame right here. I try to use a screwdriver. I try not to touch the tub wall too much because this is fiberglass and I'm not sure if it's going to break or crack. But I'm just trying to be careful when I try to open up the frame and pull it out slowly like this, see? Right? And then just yank it out slowly. So, there. Here. Just, finally got the frames removed, but as you can see, the fiberglass got damaged when I pulled out this piece. So everything has to be replaced anyways. I just removed this drain plug by using this tool right here. I stuck it in like that, and then I just started turning. It was hard at first, so I had to also use this. It's like I found this on YouTube to just try to turn this into a tool and then turn it, and then it finally opened. Of course it was tight because it was not, you know, it's been like 10 years, so I had to use WD-40 to spray around here and then wait till it get loose, and then I finally just screwed it off. So, and then removed it. As you can see, it's pretty filthy. Even this piece right here, really dirty. So right now it's kind of just been sitting here for a couple months, so nobody's been using this bathroom, as you can see. And you know, it's just time. So I figured, see right there, I started painting the trim, you know, after the new window's been installed. But as far as the walls, I think this is all going to be removed. As far as the tub, I'm still trying to decide whether to turn it into a shower stall or replace it with a new tub or reglaze or whatever. But I'm gonna start taking out this wall. I mean, I've already taken all the fixtures out, as you can see. So all I have to do is just remove all these right here, and then I'm ready to just take out the wall. And again, this is my first time doing it, so this is like a rookie thing or a beginner thing. You guys will experience what I'm experiencing for the first time, which is trying to figure out what to do with this tub. You know, this like 12-year-old tub with a cheap fiberglass that I'm gonna take off right now. So that's what it looks like inside. Looks like this drywall is still all right, you know, but down here is already molded. So we'll probably just have to take the whole thing out and see what's going on. Because this is like a four piece, like, is it 4-piece? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, it's a 5-piece fiberglass. I can remove them like right here from the sides, you know. Okay, it's a little bit harder than I thought, but I just gotta keep at it and eventually it'll come off. So, taking this wall out, but as you could tell that this thing is really flimsy. It's so thin and flimsy. Really cheap fiberglass. I guess I cheaped out when I had this installed the first time, which was 12 years ago. I thought it was a good deal back then, but I didn't realize that the material is so cheap. Right there, you could see, right here is gaps and everything, so it's pretty bad. Using this razor to kind of open up the walls, so that way it makes it easier for myself to remove them, right? So now I'm going to try to take this back wall, and first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use this razor again to open it up and use the blade to cut open the caulking. And try, I guess I could do the top as well, because there's also glue up here. Whew. I think the bottom part is a little tricky as far as pulling it out. I don't know why that is, but I'm just gonna take my time and see what happens. So there's just a whole lot of glue in here, so I think if I was bigger, I had more weight, it'd probably be easier for me to pull this. But either way, you could take your time. You could probably use a tool if you need to, even like a screwdriver. Ooh. See, that one already cracked open just by using a screwdriver. It's up to you guys if you want to use a screwdriver or not. Once I use the blade to open up the caulking, I just use my hands and I just take my time trying to pry it open. There it is. The back wall, which is the biggest wall. I didn't expect this one to be that tough, But sometimes you end up getting that, you know, especially when there's like too much glue or something like that. So this corner, I'm just slowly removing it, but it's a little tougher than I thought. I just slowly just try to remove it. Whew. So I ended up basically breaking it apart instead. Again, I leave like a small piece right here. So I'm just gonna take that out. So there you go. So I got this final piece right here on the left side. Again, I'm using my razor, and I'm just gonna try to open up that caulking or the adhesive on the corners, and then I could just start peeling this thing. So I start right here on top. So what's strange about the way this was built was that the people that did this, they kind of did it Mickey Mouse way. So you notice this wall goes all the way right here on almost on the drywall. So now I have to cut right here outside this and redo everything. I'm gonna repaint the whole wall anyway, so it doesn't matter, but I'm just saying it's just a little odd this compared to this side, right, which has like that gap. Odd. And then right here, which is going inside. And that's probably because this whole wall from this corner to that corner is only like 58 inches and the standard is 60. So when you think about it, I don't even know how this tub fit right here if it's a 60-inch tub, which is standard. But somehow, you know, it did. Maybe that's the reason why the walls were installed this way. Either way, I'm taking it out, and then I'll see if I want to put another tub or a shower stall or something. And like I said, it extends over the wall, so everything is going to come off right here. Well, not all the way, but you know, it's going to come off a little bit. And you can see right there, you know, so just overlapping, if you will. So there it is, little quick demo of the wall. As you can see, I still have the drywall up here, and I'm just gonna remove that as well. But as you can see, it's kind of messy. There's like a whole lot of like dust and everything I have to vacuum. Hey, it's time to replace it. So that's pretty much it. Now with the trash, you just figure out what you're gonna do. Not sure if you could see that, but right, that's all the trash from the fiberglass. You just got to break it apart, throw in the trash or whatever you want to do. Removing the drywall is actually much easier because there's the screws, and you just use your power drill to remove the screws. You just locate the screws and just start pulling them out. And what I would do with this drywall is actually save it in case I just use it to measure my next one, you know. Well, we'll see. Drywall removed. Although I probably would get a better material next time, maybe something with more waterproof. Whoa. So that's what it looks like right there. You know, it's okay, but down here, as you can see, there's a little bit of water that went in here. So that's important. That's why you take these off, so you can see if there's any type of moisture inside the drywall, right? So that's why I don't like these these old fixtures too, man. You know, the pull, push. So old school, right? I want something new where you just like a faucet so that way you can really close it tight. Just like that, you know? So it's all rotten, as you can see. It's all molded. So it just looks kind of nasty. This is all going to be repiped anyway. The plumbing going to be different setup. Drywall in the back actually had more screws than I anticipated. So you just got to kind of take your time. And even if you don't get all the screws, I guess it doesn't really matter because you're not really going to use this drywall again, right? So. Alrighty then. So. So you just want to be careful when you're doing this on your own because this drywall is actually surprisingly heavy, considering, right? So just be careful when you're doing that, and then, yeah, just take your time with it. It was the big piece right there that was really heavy, but these are just small. Just take your time. There's a lot of screws, so you do have to take your time, right? That's it for the drywall, and as you could see, everything is bare now, right here. So I don't know, just check out the cobwebs, see there's termites or whatever, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. Whew, whole lot of screws here. So one more thing that I forgot to mention, especially for all the beginners out there like myself, is to cover up the drain. So you got to cover up the drain right there. What I did was, instead of just putting a towel, I just put like the painter's tape on it, just to make sure that I don't have any debris or anything falling inside the drain, right? Because that could clog everything up, and you don't want that to happen. So at least that's what I see from all the other experts talking about covering up the drain. So if you do decide to demo your walls or remove the drywall, especially it gets really dusty in here, just cover it up, cover up the drain for safety. So there it is, first time ever for me to do a tub demo right here, or the fiberglass walls. As you can see, it wasn't that hard. All you have to do is remove the fiberglass first and then remove the drywall. Only thing is the tedious work of taking all the screws out, but that's pretty self-explanatory. Or next time I'm gonna see about removing the tub and then take it from there, you know? So till next time, stay safe and keep on rolling.